I would highly recommend for someone that is beginning to learn how to play a saxophone, maybe start off with an alto saxophone. Just due to the size, it's a smaller saxophone. You're able to blow air more freely through it. And a tenor requires a little bit more air to get passed through. And but they're both great instruments. If size is not an issue for you, pick up a tenor. Now, the cost of the instruments, for a beginner instrument, for a student instrument, they range. Both alto and tenor can range from $250 to $500 for a beginner instrument, and that's just to get you in the door. Now, if you want an intermediate saxophone, will run you between $500 to $2,000 for an intermediate horn, but those are great instruments. They will last you forever. You might not even need to upgrade after once you're able to get your hands on an intermediate horn. You're most likely set for life. But if you want more, you can get a professional horn. They start at about $2,000, both alto and tenor. Tenors are a little bit more expensive just due to the fact they're just have a little bit more mass and there's a little bit more material used in them. You can buy them out of the box now. And they come pretty much very solid. They keep in tune. You can play them right away. And they're just a fantastic instrument. One of the best, most enjoyable instruments out there. They do require some maintenance. Every couple of years, you may need to replace the pads on the instrument. These are made out of leather. And the pads will wear out after many years of playing, or if it's in room conditions that are not proper for the instrument, it will deteriorate the instrument, and they will need to be serviced eventually by a professional, where they remove all the pads and put new pads in, clean it out, and you get it back. It's like a brand new instrument all over again. The reeds are an essential part of your sound, and it's very important, necessary for you to have a reed that you're comfortable with. They come in various different weight. They come in 1s, 2, 2.5, 3, 4s. Now, the higher number, the harder the reed is. That means that the thicker the actual plane of the reed is. So if you go a 5, you use a number 5 reed, it's a very thick reed and it requires more air. And also you can adjust the sound based on the mouthpiece. You can change your mouthpiece. For classical and jazz, you want to use a plastic mouthpiece like the one I have here. For funk and rock and roll, there's also metal mouthpieces and plastic coated reeds that also project a brighter, more stronger sound as well.